There's this exercise that I came up with that I like to do with people. We can do it right now if you want to do it.
Sure.
It's really quick and really simple. But just pick something in your room there that's a few feet away from you, like 3 to 5 feet. Just pick a spot anywhere in your room.
Okay.
Pick one focal point and then hold a finger up.
Finger at it?
Yeah, and cover. So close your right eyeball. Close your right eye, and with that finger, cover up whatever it is that you're looking at. So find something that you can cover with your right eye closed. So it's covered up. And now open your right eye and close your left eye.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see that whatever was covered up isn't covered up anymore. Is that right?
Exactly.
Back to the right. And now it's covered up. Flip back to the left. Now it's not covered up.
Yeah.
So to me, this is the lesson on perspective. You're looking at something that's only a few feet away, and your right eye and left eye are right beside each other. Like they're only a nose distance apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if you asked whatever you were covering up with your finger there, if you asked your right eye where that was in space, it would say it was there. And then if you asked your left eye where it was, your left eye would say, no, it's not. It's in this position. It's in a completely different position. So if your right eye and left eye were people, they would both be 100% sure that they were correct as to where this thing was. And they are both correct. From the left eye's perspective, that's where it is. From the right eye's perspective, that's where it is. But what they don't see is they're just seeing things from different positions. They're both totally correct, but they're seeing things from different positions. So if you're in a narrow band of experience, you're only able to see things from the right eye. But if your right eye can like pop out of the socket and move over to the left eye and go, oh, that's why you were seeing it that way? No wonder it looked that way to you. I didn't realize. No wonder you can't see it the way I am. You're in a different position than me. And if I position myself from your position, it makes complete sense what you're saying. I just didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what the widening of the range of experience, I believe, does, is you're able to change your reference point and you're able to understand where other people or other positions are coming from, even if you don't agree with them. Like, no, I'm still going back to my socket at the end. I'm going to stay in my socket. But it was cool to come over here and see where you're seeing things from. And hey, maybe if you are honestly and curiously interested in where someone else is coming from, maybe, just maybe, they might become inspired and curious about where you're coming from.
Yeah. Now, what sort of tools would you think are necessary to get to where you are here? I mean, you talked about Brian McEwen. You talked about, I guess, some stuff that I heard in Nestor's book. You talking about Wim Hof, meditation, pranayama. Yeah. Like you talked about a lot of stuff. What do you feel was maybe the difference for you? What was that moment that you got better at things? I know it was a problem. It's an evolution. I understand that. But at what point did you sort of recognize, okay, that's where I got to start?
Right. It started with the Eckhart Tolle book for sure. And then continued through the yoga practice. So these are all incremental things. Like you said, it's an evolution. And I really see us all as a work in progress. There is no finished progress, no finished product. Like I am never going to be a finished product. I'm not trying to arrive somewhere. I am a process of change, as are you. Like I call you Mauro because I got to call you something so everybody knows what I'm talking about. But the Mauro I'm talking to today is completely different than the person I used to play in the bar with. You know, you've changed, even though your name is the same. So I don't know if there was one particular thing. I think we're incredibly lucky to live in a world where we have so many teachers and we're able to be exposed to so many different perspectives through podcasts like what you're doing now. We can hear all these different perspectives from people. And sometimes it can almost be overwhelming. Like eventually you got to pick something and try it out because there's so many techniques out there. You know, so pick something, whether you're going to do Wim Hof method for 6 months and see where that goes, or whether you're going to pick, I'm going to do saunas for 6 months, or I'm going to get into Patrick McEwen's Oxygen Advantage. they all have something. And I don't think there's one of them that's right and the rest of them are wrong. There's a time I want to do Wim Hof. There's a time I want to do Patrick McEwen. There's a time I want to do holotropic breathing. It really depends.